Okay, we're live on 13 out of 15 channels, probably 14 out of 15, but of course the main YouTube channel is still down. So that's okay.
AKA Trendy Orca.
Hey Sean.
Hi
hey
Nay. Nick Brown.
What's up guys?
3.
Hello.
Facebook user. Love ya brother.
Hey Facebook user.
Bong Thornton. Can you drink out of the spring? Facebook user.
I don't know
Wyatt,
yet.
call me Facebook
Wanna go
user
down there with
LMAO
a
rolling
cup
on the
and get a
floor
cup of that
laughing.
spring water and find out what it tastes
Sean
like.
aka Trendy Orca. Not much, just chilling out, living the orca dream, watching Nay's garden. Facebook user. It's me bro.
It's me, bro. Wyatt, call me Facebook user. It's me, bro. Are you really that dumb? It's me, bro. Like I'm supposed to know who that is.
Billy
Everyone's
Bong
my
Thornton.
bro.
Send it out for water testing. Facebook user. Yee.
Where's my upload, man?
Facebook user. Yee.
Oh, yee! What's up, honey? I'm like, fuck that. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Oh, it's Panoy Grower. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? Did I miss a yee? Did you yee already? I love you
Facebook
too, bro.
user. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears
So-
of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
If you want to not be Facebook user, you go to a website.
Billy Valentine.
You go to chat.
Hey, it's me, Facebook user.
You go to the chat. Hey, Billy. You go to chat.restream.io, I think, and it'll register you as a chatter. I guess. I don't know how it works. I forgot. It's been so long. Hey, my spring fucking uploaded. Cool, man. To TikTok. All right, great. Okay, so that's gonna go to TikTok and IG. Meanwhile, I've got a great video for you guys today.
Facebook user.
My dog, he got
Chillin'
a freaking
taking
infection.
care
Oh,
of my
I'm sorry,
dog, he
buddy.
got a freaking infection.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I'm sorry.
Facebook user. Freaking foxtail in the pool.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst. At least it wasn't in the nostril or the eye. God, yeah, that sucks, bro. I know. Okay, so let me get connected here with the sound.
Facebook user. Be careful, they're everywhere.
Yeah, not here in Florida. We don't have foxtails here. You know, it's on the West Coast though. That shit's everywhere. I'm a little dehydrated, I must say. All right, that's the sign that we got connected. Everything gets bright, bright, bright. Okay. There we go. All right, so I got a video for you guys. You're gonna love this one because you know when your dreams get fulfilled, you want to share them with your friends. And everybody here knew. I told you guys.
On the East Coast, we have firegrass. Firegrass in my ass.
For years, I was telling you guys, I just want to live on a waterfall, man. I'd like to live on a spring-fed river. You know, I'd like to live on a spring. All that shit. Well, my God, it's all coming together, guys. Watch this video right here, man. Watch this video right here. I was over here and just enjoying the creek, really, man. Having a good time. And I was sitting right there, you know, just watching the dam, and I was like, man, I could probably take that rock that was sitting like right there. No, it was that rock. That rock. It was sitting over there, and I was like, I bet that rock would go good under there. It would help kind of make it pour over a little bit more and fill up that hole right there. Because I need an underflow, but not so much. Just it can be filtered with that big rock and kind of slow that down, make more come out of the time. I was doing that anyway, and I noticed some bubbles coming out of the water over here, like on the shore. And I was like, "There's bubbles. There's bubbles coming out of here." I was like, "Oh my God, I think it's a spring." And son of a gun, guys, I found a freshwater spring. Look at this. Look, right here, right next to my waterfall, there's a spring. Look at it pumping water out. Isn't that amazing? Can you guys believe that? So there's a spring on my property, right here, in the creek. It's so cool. I wanted to share that. That just made my whole life, knowing that spring is right there. I made a little hole around it and built a wall up so it would gather and then pour over the side. But yeah, that's definitely flowing out. Definitely a spring. Really cool. I think I'm gonna put some little rocks right there and just make a little overspill. It'll be cool. It'll be like a little tiny waterfall, spring fall. Yeah, let's do that. I'll be right back. Okay, there it is, man. There's my little spring. Isn't that beautiful? Water coming right out of the ground, man. Am I gonna dig it out? No.
Free
I'm gonna leave it
water.
like that.
Spring water.
You know, it was just a trickle, but I routed it with a steel pipe. See the steel pipe right there? I took that steel pipe and I drilled a
Give
little
you the
bit,
whole
made it flow better.
Image here so you can see what, you know, the way it resides next to the creek. Man, I was gonna go in and do a show at 2 o'clock, and I still felt kind of woozy, you know.
2 hours ago.
I'm staying high longer lately for some reason. And
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Nick.
while I was out here working, you know, I ended up discovering this spring. It's been right here for 35 years, and we didn't even know it. And,
Billy, thank you,
it's
buddy.
been right here off of our driveway, which is right here. You know, there's my garage. I come out here all the time, and I had no idea that every time I walked over here, I was literally just looking right at a spring. But you can literally see how well it's flowing now. It's nice and clear down there. Look at that.
God, I had a feeling there was a spring there, man. I had a feeling I'd find a spring if I kept looking.
I'm gonna put some pretty little rocks down in there.
Look at
And
that
maybe
clear
dig it
water.
out
You
a
can see
little
straight
bit
to the
more
bottom of
get
that
a little
hole.
bit more flow out because it was not flowing.
I'm gonna
with that
put
when I
gravel
started.
at the bottom of that and make it really pretty.
With my hand, and man,
I'm gonna take like
it really
aquarium
started
gravel
flowing
and pour it in there.
So, look, you see the bubble, the boil in the middle there? Yeah, that's cool, man. Anyway, I couldn't be more excited about this, and I'm so glad to share it with you guys. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. That's the kind of stuff I like, man. And I can't believe I have an actual freshwater spring on my property. I'll probably take a cup of water, you know, a cup, and I'll dip it in there, and I'll see what the water's like, see if it's sulfur or if it's clear spring water. But what a great thing to find on the property, man. Oh my God. How cool. How cool are we? How cool are we, guys? We're very cool. Happy 420, everybody on the 420. Legalize everywhere. Peace. Palsy.
Oops. Wow. Oh, it's my camera. That's why I'm like, I thought I was showing you from my monitor, but it was the camera. Remembering that. Okay, cool. So, I could go out there with a glass right now. You know, I could collect some and bring it in here. We could look at it and I could taste it. You can see if it's any good. You know, you want me to do that? There's only 7 people here. You guys give me 1 minute. It'll take me 2 minutes tops to grab a glass, go out there and scoop it and come back in. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Mark 83. Sup gang.
Guys, I am back. There it is. You guys want to see? You guys want to see my Barack Obama impersonation? Oh, bro, this water is very healthy. I'm parched. Somebody get me some water. Yeah. How about your guns and your Christianity? Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm just smelling it actually, and pretending to be Barack Obama. He doesn't really drink the water. It smells fine. There's no sulfur smell, guys. I'm gonna drink some. Cheers. Cheers.
Mark 83. Well, if you chaps aren't going to chat, I may as well pack my bags and head back to Oxford, where at least I can get a penny and a puff.
That was funny. It tastes like dirt. It doesn't taste bad, but it's got that tone like it's been sitting in dirt, you know? But it doesn't taste bad. I mean, it's just got it's kind of like you can taste that it's been sitting in dirt, you know, silt. But man, it's good freaking water, man. It's spring water. It's clear. I bet you it's low freaking
Hello, Nay.
ppms
How's it
too.
going, sir?
Hey,
Joe Whalen.
This is water
Cheers,
from my own
Nay.
spring, guys.
Born aka Trendy Orca.
This is water from
Earthy.
my natural spring right here. I'm drinking it. Yeah, earthy. Earthy. Yeah, it's got an earthy taste to it, but otherwise, it's really good. You know, if you filtered this in a Brita filter or a zero filter, it'd be freaking perfect, bro. No chlorine, no additives, right out of the ground.
Horace. Natural spring water is amazing.
I need to take my pills. Do you think I'd be able to get my mom to sip that spring water? I bet not. I bet she wouldn't do it. But at least I could show her what it looked like, you know? And I could show her that I'm not scared to drink it, but she thinks I'm crazy anyway. Here we go. I'm gonna take my pills with the spring water. How funny is this?
Remember you drank that so you don't think you have dysentery later on the toilet. Just in case. Joe Whalen. High quality H2O.
You think-
Restream.io.
You think the
Trophy
spring water needs to
congratulations.
be
You've
boiled,
received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
bro? Dude, I got that same message earlier today. What the fuck is up with that? Maybe it's another 100 messages. Anyway, I'm gonna show my mom the water. She's not gonna drink it, but I'll be right back. I just want her to see it. Okay, man, I showed my mom. She was like, wow. She couldn't believe how clear it was. She's like, please don't drink that. Can you get
Valentine.
sick?
I have a spring that
God
I
damn
drink
it.
directly. I don't know about anyone else's. But you definitely just found out. Time will tell. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can you get sick by drinking spring water? Spring water could also contain chemicals that cause long-term health effects such as kidney and liver damage, nervous system disorders, and birth defects. Don't drink water from roadside springs.
Merc 83. There is diarrhea waiting for you in there unless you boil it.
Both spring water and purified water must meet strict safety standards set by the FDA, making them safe for you to drink. Are natural springs safe to drink from? All spring water is definitely not equal. Glacier water, for example, should not be consumed at the bottom as it often contains small rock particles. It's also unwise to consume spring water from mountains, nearby polluted cities, or industries, as it will be polluted by rainwater. Dude, I got it right from the source! I got it right from the pool that's pumping out of the ground. Dude, my spring water is the best spring water ever because I get it right from the source. There's no roadside oil. There's no poison seeping in there. It's in my creek, man. The spring is in my creek. There's no poison in there. It's great, man. Wow. Hey, man. Maybe, have you ever seen anybody do a bong rip with spring water? Psst. You will now. Spring water added to all of my bongs.
Hey, nay. Joe
go.
Whalen. Cody Lundin will approve. Big Merc 83.
That is so
Bottled
cool.
at the source.
And I told you guys I was going to keep showing you how the purge was going. There you go. You can see the
Big
alcohol
Merc 83.
purging off
Ha ha ha.
a little bit at a time, you know, because I'm not in a hurry. And if I wanted to be in a hurry, I could heat that up. I could boil it. I could flame pop it, which I don't recommend. It's dangerous. Or I could heat it with a hair dryer even, and just sit there with a hair dryer until it. Hey, hippie chick.
Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. Looking fine like wine, nay. Billy
Yeah.
Valentine. Ha 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 ha.
Right? Wow. I have a spring. I've always wanted a spring. Now I have one.
Big Merc 83. Bong water. Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. Nice.
Hi, Pongy Pongy Wellington. Kai, Pongy Pongy Wellington. What's up?
Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. That's new.
Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, I couldn't be more excited.
Billy Valentine. My robot laugh sounds pretentious.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yes, it does. Very pretentious.
Joe Whalen. Need love clear water time.
Clear water a long time. What, Joe Whalen? What are you saying?
Big Merc 83. Why did Trump pass away?
I don't know. Why did Trump pass away, Big? What's the answer to that joke?
Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. I like that CE in the back and it said my name correctly. Joe Whalen. Me love clear water time soldier boy lol.
Water time soldier boy. Right?
Joe Whalen. It's messing my words up lol.
Yeah, it doesn't say ong, anything with ong, unless you capitalize it for some reason.
Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. That spring water got your skin glowing nay. Big Merc
I'm in it every day,
83.
man. I'm in that
You said you
creek
were
every
happy.
day.
I was just asking if it was did Trump pass. I don't know s asterisk Beazle. Destiny LaPlante. Hope your day is going well LMFAO.
Hi, Destiny. Do you know Robert? Robert LaPlante? Alright, so, now I've got spring water in my bong. I've got that little
Miss
spring
Bitch
water
to
in
you.
my bong.
Happy 410.
Happy 710, everybody. Alright,
Kai Pongy Pongy Wellington. Have a great day, guys.
okay, Kai. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Joe Whalen. Happy 710 nay cheers. Destiny LaPlante. I might lol I have a few in my family. Big Merc 83. Gifted lifted spring wart flower power. Miss Bitch to you. I'm looking at the clock thinking 7:10. Second time. John Henderson. When the shit hits the fan, you'll be taking spring water sweat droplets hits.
Right?
HW56. Do you live on the East Coast now?
Yeah, I live on the East Coast now. I do. I live on the East Coast. I'm watching this video of these girls attack
Miss
this
Bitch to you.
Belfries.
Lol, at least when the
York
clock
City.
says 4:20 I'll get it. I'm old, my brain is going tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
With Sam Cedar. Sam Cedar's an idiot.
Easy to do. I'll just go down. I hope it's easy. Yeah. All right. So let's go to my tweet
Compton J.
and let me see.
Joe Whalen. Cheers, Nay
going?
trying 3 diff strains now.
Nick was kind enough to retweet it.
Joe Whalen,
so
3
I
different
think it got a
strains.
good
Holy
amount of
shit,
people.
bro. Right on.
Wow.
Let us know how they
Let's
are.
see. All right, so 51. So we'll get a considerably good amount of thoughts on this. So I asked the question. Let me make sure you can see that on the screen because let me take this mic off. Sorry about that, everybody. So I asked the question on Twitter. So if you're in the chat now, I might and you made a comment on this tweet, I may read your comment.
Sam Cedar is a freaking idiot. That's what I should say in there. Read that. Read that post, bro. Read that post. The one that I just...
Standing from watching the content. Yeah, because it's sort of like just thrown to already using it. So maybe
Read
they
my
were using
post,
this term
bro.
in the background.
Read
like an
my
inside joke,
post,
and then they begin
bro.
to use it in front.
Do
I
it.
didn't find anything where it began.
Hey, it's quarter of the hour. It's time to smoke
You're
some...
really dumb. Yeah,
You-
let's call it. I never found that the Genesis spot in their content, but I I didn't have the time to look through more than maybe an hour of content. So
You guys know I
tried
found a
to
spring
skim through
today?
and find some. So I posted
I
on
found a
Twitter.
spring.
Let's see what people say.
By
I'm gonna go to
my
the ones that retweeted
driveway.
already, like Nick. Nick said, "Oops." I like that wrong here. Nick here. Essentially, anyone to the left of them who don't support Democrats. So that's kind of a broad umbrella definition.
I wanna see my tweet
Essentially,
on his screen.
anyone to the left of them.
Sam Cedar,
who don't
Scam
support
Seedler got schooled by
So you
Jackson
can be to the
Hinkle.
left of them as long as you
That'd
support
be so
Democrats.
funny. He's
I
got
would
me
think
blocked.
is
I don't even
key
see me popping up.
there to not being labeled, given that label. Let's see who else did I need to. I didn't realize it was so far down. So here's one.
Show Nay's garden, bro. Show Nay's garden, bro.
Good. For the first time I heard that phrase was from Michael Brooks on the Sam Cedar Variety
Michael Brooks,
Project.
whatever.
So that's the
Destiny
first time we
LaPlante.
heard it. So
No,
maybe Michael
Happy
Brooks
early
Destiny
is
LaPlante. Happy
420
420
open
early.
mouth
No
Then
law,
smile.
quarter of the
Sam
hour.
Cedar just kinda,
No law regarding cannabis. Happy quarter of the hour, everybody. Cheers.
ran with it, maybe. No one knows, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say no one knows, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and grab a couple other ones here. I won't click on it to enlarge it so I can read both real quick. People who disparage the left are not of the left of it. I'm sorry. People
Joe
who
Whalen.
disparage
Do you
the
even
left
tuck, bro?
are not part of. And then this person just says the answer
I
to
don't
the
tuck.
question of what is it is
I'm tuckless.
anyone who, I guess, a person who not supporting Democrats.
No need to
That's
talk.
also a
Miss
nothing
Fitch
to-
to
here's a
you.
person. I'm
Happy
not sure
quarter
if
of the hour.
they're
Cheers.
trying to be more. Let me read it and then I'll give my assessment. So it says anyone on the left who wouldn't mind if fascists win to own the libs. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was looking for. So this is a majority report stand, a Sam Cedar stand right here. Okay, but this is the discussion I want to have. I hope maybe we have some in the chat. If you're here, there's speak up. Let's get this conversation going. We're not gonna
In the chat.
burn you at the stake.
I don't know how to chat.
But we'll have a spirited conversation now. So show yourselves if you are. So this person here, anyone on the left who
You go to chat and then it turns off the video.
now that's a curious thing. But like I said, let me read them
That's
all.
weird.
That number 2 is very telling to me. Anyone who thinks third-party voting is an immediate viable option. There's a lot of qualifiers to me, how I'm reading this is that this person is trying to dress up a bunch of stupid answers and make it sound logical. That's what this sounds to me, because there's a bunch of qualifiers
That's what Jimmy
on
Dore
top
did with,
of what they're saying, and this is what I
Cassidy
mean here.
Hutchinson.
Anyone who thinks third party is a immediate. You see this immediate part? That's adding these two here. What about anyone who thinks third party voting is an option? You see how this qualifier here? He's trying to make what it really is, which is just anyone who thinks third party voting is an option, or any party who votes third party. May just say what their person is doing. You have to say this
Billy
to make it seem
Valentine.
like
Sam's
your
ancestors
stupid
fucked up
point
at Ellis
has
Island.
validity.
Pick a name, says
So
immigration.
here's another one.
Tree
Anyone
says
who
Sam's
immediately
ancestor.
plants
That's
themselves
taken.
in a contrarian position. So in a contrarian position to whatever our
Cedar.
furthest left representative in Congress say or do. Anyone who immediately. So this person is saying, number two, did you see how they're dressing up stupid? This is dressing up stupid here. Anyone who, so somebody goes, AOC said this. She said she's on that side. Okay, I'm over here. Somebody's doing that, according to this person. You see? Dressing up stupid. And then let's read further. In a contrarian position. You mean further left? Is that what you're describing? A person who's further left? Like a communist or a real socialist? To whatever. So you're saying the person just... So this person is saying a person to the left of AOC
Say
or
it,
the
bro.
squad
Say what you're trying to say.
isn't different on them on a lot of points because they're further left and have different ideology. It's because you're specifically trying to be contrarian. You see, stupid dressed up as logic. Just break it down. Our furthest leftist representative. So we have to stop. The people have to stop where the person who's supposed to be representing us stops. You see, stupid dressed up as logic? Anyone on the left who wouldn't mind if fascists win to own libs, he doesn't know that Joe Biden and the Democrats are also fascists. Again, stupid dressed up as logic. He just added a couple of words. He or she or this person.
Okay.
So let's move on. That might be the last one.
I kind of
that
got lost on that one.
break down. That was literally some clown shit.
Some things that aren't worth
but
breaking
yeah.
down.
But I retweeted it because again, I retweet regardless. I'm gonna retweet. You say what you want to say, and I'll retweet it. Okay, I'll let this be the last one. Consider the source. Entitled "Rich, Comfortable Liberals Who Went to Private Prep Schools and Had Parents Who Paid for College. So to them, the poor and working class left are literally dum-dums. They mean this quite literally. It's just oh my God, I'm glad I read this. Shout out to Goody Weaver.
Working class.
Look, man, that is an on point. Let me retweet that. That is an on point comment, and I'm going to read it again. Consider the source, which is the majority report, which is Nikki,
on that one, buddy.
Nominki, which is Emma, which is Sam, and then the mysterious voice that's always off screen, the most annoying one on the screen to me, on the stream to me, the one that's always off screen, who always has the stupidest comments. It's almost like he says, "Hey, insert stupid comment," and then he says, "Okay, guys," and then you hear his voice in the background. Okay. Oh, this is what I'm reading this again. So, consider the source. Entitled "Rich, Comfortable Liberals who went to private school and had parents who paid for college." So to them, the poor and working class left are...
I don't know why you're spending so much time on this. Let me break that down for you. Okay, so well-off people look down at people who aren't well-off and think that, then call them dum-dums. That's what that's saying. That's not true and that's not fair. There's pundits out there who are like that. But to say all liberals are like that, it's not right. Because let me tell you something. I know a lot of very wealthy people, and they don't look down on anybody based on what their financial, their status is. So it's broken down. Why is this guy spending so much time on this, man?
You heard him use the phrase.
I missed 420 confused face had a call.
Now, he may have used it earlier than this, but this is the one I found, and it happened to be the one with Ben.
Move on, bro. There's nothing to that statement.
So let me
some more bullshit.
Switch up screen here. Thank you for those that are here watching. We're at 330.
It's a blanket
more than
statement.
330
It's not
people.
true.
Can
It's
we push to
anecdotal.
about 300
It doesn't
likes?
apply to
we can get a lot of
everybody.
people in here and get some
It's
great
one
discussions
person's
if we could
opinion.
do that.
It's not worth
Looking
breaking
for a
down.
Much
Move on.
appreciate it.
That's actually free. Let's click up.
Sorry, everybody.
Billy Valentine. I
Oh, no,
hang
no.
out
I do
with
want it to
PTL
fully
worth
open
exactly
before we get started.
$246.
So,
And I love them.
this is titled, if you want to look it up, Jimmy
Bro, that's
Dore
funny.
and the utter aimlessness
And you don't look
of
down
the
on
dumb left.
They're not less of a
That's the
person.
title,
You don't
Doherty
base
Report.
someone's worth as a person based on what their knowledge
All right,
is.
so let's
That's just not what you do.
enlarge this and let's listen.
Speaking of basic politics, and I want to talk a little bit about the IDC, and I want to get to Botham Jean too, because that story is amazing. And I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I couldn't help but notice, and it was a total coincidence. I mean, we have talked in the past about getting into a regular rotation, and I've been remiss in like sending some type of calendar, but you were up for this Friday, but just coincidentally. I watched you get in on Twitter into a little
Twitter war? Flame
tiff
war?
with some of who we refer to as the dumb left around here, and really like it's. At one point, it moves from just sort of like dumb to sort of a willful ignorance that I think is really. The more this continues, I start to think this is really this is about a certain careerism, and maybe careerism isn't the right word. We're just generating money, and and of course one of the people we're talking about is Jimmy Dore, who started this sort of path he's on.
We all knew where he was
that
going
has
with that.
included
He can never get Jimmy Dore out of his mouth.
pursuing the Seth Rich conspiracy, the idea that Hillary Clinton had Parkinson's. I mean, I know that he was like dabbling in that Pizzagate stuff when he was on that conspiracy podcast, but I just assumed that was more
Radical
about
leftist
like
agenda.
sort of him being somewhat comedic maybe, but
Oh, is he live on YouTube right now?
The double downing on this stuff, the complete disempowerment. I mean,
He's live
look,
on YouTube
one of the
right
things
now.
that we saw about one of the elements that we saw in New York State, for example, is that there is still a massive,
found the link.
and I don't agree with, but a massive, in some ways, semi-blind and myopic Democratic partisanship, Democrat, and you who have stood in the way of real progressive.
Found it.
You want to call it, some policies would be very much considered, socialistic policies.
God, he's got
in New York State.
387
And they were
people watching
eliminated
him right
not
now.
by a member of the Green Party, but by people coming in who
my God.
call themselves Democrats, who clearly have policies to the left of where the Democratic mainstream has been over
Only
the
channel
past couple of
subscribers
decades.
of 45 minutes or
And
more
are
can comment.
eliminating those
Jesus
people
Christ.
and taking them out, and are going to have implications for this state down the road, even with Andrew Cuomo as
So they're talking about,
Wow.
just so you know, they're intertwining a conversation about the IDC, which is this caucus of Democrats that was established. This video is old too. That
Subscribers
was a
only
while
mode.
back that was having issue, and they decided to caucus or decided to kind of
Super
vote
chat.
in block.
Oh, I could do a
with
super
some
chat,
things
though.
that the Republicans in
It's
that
letting me do a
state
super
house
chat.
was doing. This is the state
Interesting.
assembly, or the state senators. in New York, state senators. Okay, so that's what they're doing. They're tying both of
Scum
them together.
777
As
just
governor,
said what I was
the
going to say.
fact of the
Mr.
matter is
Stephen
that the whole
Rodriguez.
farm team that's
Stop
being
by to
created,
say
the next Andrew
HRIII.
Cuomo, the next, Lieutenant Governor
what's
is
up,
coming
Gold
from
Mr.
Alchemist?
these
Stephen
people.
Rodriguez.
And they're building
Cheers
networks,
all.
and
Cheers,
this
brother.
is the way that you get change. It's the way you do politics. It's not as self-satisfying. It's not. It doesn't happen overnight. But this is the way you do it. And to ignore that dynamic because it gets you clicks, I find is just is ridiculous.
You know, I mean, you've covered it all. I really don't even have to say much because look at the IDC last night. 6 are gone, and they're gone from Democrats who ran to the left of them, far to the left of them. I mean, that's an understatement. And what's being sold to by the dumb left to the dumb left is political apathy, and it's wrapped up in this veneer of.
So
This guy's got 400 viewers.
Yeah, I'll keep my comments tempered about.
Should I start a new channel, man?
Trying
This
to
guy's got
be nice here.
400
Okay, so
viewers.
let me play this again.
How many
To the
subscribers does
by
he
the
have?
dumb left to the dumb left is political.
19,300
about
subscribers, but he's got
how
400 viewers.
Ben talks here is at least
Wow,
to
it's
me,
almost
I
as if
can
all of his
hear-
subscribers got notified that he was live.
because he's using a lot of descriptive words.
Nice, huh?
I can hear he to me articulates what I'm thinking they mean. So listen closely to what Ben is saying here.
Covered it all. I really don't even
Everyone
have to
is
say much
talking
because look
about
at the IDC last night. 6
Jackson
are
Hinkle
gone,
destroying
and
Sam
they're
Cedar in
gone
that
from
debate, so it's like, I don't have
Democrats
to say
who
anything.
ran to the left
I
of
was
them,
gonna say
far
something,
to the
but I
left
don't
of
have
them.
to.
I mean, that's
Everyone
an
else in the chat is
understatement.
saying
And what's being sold to the by the dumb
I
left
mean,
to the dumb left is political apathy,
I'm just gonna
and
say
it's
this.
wrapped up in this veneer of.
We're being so political apathy wrapped up in this veneer of
Whatever Sam Cedars
being
talking about, I
politically
don't give a fuck
intellectual,
about.
which
You know,
is
Sam
it's
Cedars
funny-
is an
being
idiot.
politically
Why are you even
intellectual.
spending
Maybe
time
that-
on
maybe
Sam
he means
Cedars?
like reading theory or quoting theory
You
for the
know?
reasons why you're doing these things.
to say intellect
Again,
Because
Actually,
Ben
and Jimmy
Dixon's there?
door in
Oh,
the same
this is-
sentence, but
because
this
Ben
is a
Dixon's
class
there.
thing.
this is how people
All right.
take it. They take Jimmy Dore seriously, and if you take him seriously, the
This is all
logical
Sam does
conclusion
is
to what
bash
he's
Jimmy
asking you
Dore
to do
nonstop.
is apathy.
And there's nothing to hear
nothingness.
here.
And
So
You know?
this is a lot of how they describe what we do, or what Jimmy does in this case. Like it's not literally what is said or done. Like Jimmy doesn't literally say go out and he's preaching apathy. That's just he's just saying the logical conclusion. That's how they deductive reason it into saying what they say. Just like they said Jimmy saying something and they said, oh look, Jimmy is outright telling people to go vote Republicans. And then I went to go look for this and I'm like, what are they talking about? That's how they describe it. So let's continue.
and we don't have time for do nothingness because that's
Radical
literally
leftist agenda
what is. I mean, there's too many things at
admin
stake
on
right
that
now.
guy's channel.
There are too many issues at stake. Every theory that Jimmy gave about.
So now I'm going to give my assessment. Not at my assessment. I'm going to give sort of my retort.
Billy
as he's
Valentine.
Speaking, so I'll be stopping it
Sam's
here.
a snake. H3 was supposed to debate Crowder and
We
Sam
have to
hijacked the
understand
show.
when
Yeah.
we're talking
Snakes.
about the reformist left and the
Gasencio
more
88.
revolutionary left.
What's up, Nay?
Let's define what that. Reformist
Hey,
means
what's up,
whether
Gas?
it's the Democratic Party or whatever, they want to reform the system electorally. That makes them social democrats because they're not socialists. They're not democratic socialists, they're social democrats. They want to do it electorally. So that's one bucket. Then there's a different group of us who said, no, we're saying there needs to be a complete change. So much reform that it's not even reform. It's like is it reform if you're changing everything? It's not really
Risky
reform.
opinions. Sam
Like,
Seder
there
too
needs to
much
be a
soy.
new constitution written, like starting from the beginning. That's the type of action that's needed to effectively take care of, finally address the issues of the people at the very, very bottom. Right? So that's what we have to first establish. So understand This friction is because we are literally trying to do two different things. It's been said that, hey, you know, we have the same goals. We actually do not. We have a few overlapping goals, like
Medicare,
healthcare, like better pay, better way of life. You know, all of these things. They're not anti-capitalist though.
right?
They're not anti-imperialist though.
Well,
So
they
have
are
to understand
anti-imperialist, and you're wrong about that.
what they're trying to do and what we're trying to do is not the same thing. So the strategy that they're calling dumb, and I think they're referring to, I think in the IDC, I'm just
Billy
briefly
Valentine.
heard this, though
Also,
maybe I'm wrong.
Sam
but
Steve Carell
IDC, they
called
have
and
these
wants his
people in
head
this
back.
IDC, and they ran some candidates that was to the
Steve
left of
Carell.
candidates, and I guess maybe they won the primary or something, but then they lost somewhere down the line, right? So, and maybe they didn't run as Democrats. Maybe that's the critique or why he's inserted this in here. But let's listen some more.
About what's going to happen if Donald Trump got elected has fallen. It has not come to. And now we're stuck.
Now, what we can say
Gas
is
and
Joe
CO
Biden
88.
has been elected,
They brought out the Huns today.
and we can compare the two
Gas and
presidents.
CO 88.
How's it going?
Guns.
Donald Trump
I've
is
been working
terrible,
all day. It's hot.
but I can
My shorts are wet from
objectively
being in the
say this presidency, the Joe Biden presidency,
my
is
excuse.
worse. It's worse.
Stuck with a President Trump and a Jimmy Dore. I mean, I mean, you already called his name, so I hope you don't mind if I call his name several more times. We're stuck with a Jimmy Dore who relentlessly protects Donald Trump from criticisms
It's true.
from the
That's
left.
true. That's
You see
true.
how that phrasing
That's true.
that
Jimmy Dore
that never
does do
happened.
that.
It's just that's how he describes Jimmy not doing as many videos about the Republicans.
No, Jimmy.
Or
No,
about,
Jimmy does defend
Trump or
Donald
whatever.
Trump. If you listen to
It's
my
not
30
actually what
pieces of
happened,
straw
that's just
video,
how
you'll
he's
hear
describing
that's
it,
all he does.
Right? So let's listen some more.
Whatever, dude.
Left.
You're
and I'm like,
you're
what's
not you're
really
not keeping
going on
it real.
here? And I realized
You're not keeping it
It took
real.
me too long to
All right,
realize because
revolutionary blackout.
The
You're not
new best
keeping it
ways to
real.
make money-
You need to keep it real, and you're not. You got to call Jimmy out on his bullshit, and you're not doing it.
because a lot of times I just don't
That's
feel
why
like getting
you
into
watch Sam
confrontations until I do. And then when I do, it looks like what it looked like earlier this week. But I realize this is all for show. There is a group of people, particularly who
So good, sis.
gather around YouTube,
They
who
just
are
hate Dore, let it
looking
go.
for
Exactly, right?
the left version of Alex Jones.
Let it
They're
go.
looking for someone who could
You know,
just
let's
keep
move
them
on.
angry, regardless of information.
Not to
Wow.
keep anyone angry. Now, this is pre-RBN, so their assessment is not including us at the time, but
Wow. I mean, his audience is in there complaining and saying, dude, nobody wants to hear about this, just like I was saying. It's funny. I'm like, here, let me be the first person to leave. Landslide in Peru leaves at least 15 missing after dozens of homes buried. That's from excessive rain. That's from climate change. You're going to hear a lot more about that in the coming months. It's going to get worse and worse. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh God, who cares? Nothing in the news, really. Nothing worth talking about. Son of a gun. Let's call it. Let's re-adjourn tonight, guys, for a 7:10 extravaganza. I will see you then. You guys take care. Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye bye. 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 Bye 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 bye.